Hey everyone, Alan Bauer here in Bay City, Michigan. And tonight what I want to cover is 10 recruiting tips. I actually got these from Ray Higdon, and I follow a lot of people. Ray's one of my favorite people that I do like to follow. I've actually been on his show before. I did a video. They interviewed me when we ranked up and we hit the 25K and everything. So I was going back through some of his videos today. Every day I'm thinking, what am I going to do for this video? So I don't have all these ideas myself. What I do is I beg, borrow, and steal ideas from everybody else. And a lot of times I like to go controversial to what everybody else is doing. Sometimes there's this big trend and everybody's doing this. And sometimes when I see too many people doing the same thing, I know it's like ready to collapse. It's just like when everybody thinks the stock market's going way up, that's probably the time to pull out. When everybody thinks that, the world's coming to an end and the stock market crashes, that's the time to get back in. I'm more of a contrarian type of person. So let me dive right into Ray's 10 recruiting tips here. So number one is to improve yourself. So think about it. What are you doing to actually improve yourself? There's plenty of books out there if you like to read. You could you pick one of your favorite authors, read a book on it. I've read some good books by Randy Gage. I've read, you can read Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Napoleon Hill's another great author. There's so many people out there. Even non-network marketing things. Like I like reading, right now I'm reading Dr. Joe Dispenza's book, Becoming Supernatural. And pretty cool book about helping to manifest what kind of a future you want. So again, number one is to improve yourself. Always be doing something. Take a few minutes every day and do something to actually improve yourself. Get some more knowledge. Number two, don't beg, chase, or bug. So a lot of times, when we seem desperate or needy, that just repels people. You have to actually come off with confidence. And, like when I talk to people, if people ask me, well, what do you do? Or something like that, I'll say, well, my girlfriend Karen and I, we own a CBD business together. And like, oh, well, how are you doing at that or whatever? And I'll start talking to people about it. And I'll say, and I learned this from Ray Higdon too. I'll say, I don't know if this is something that interests you or not, but I'm just going to throw it out there. Karen and I got in the CBD business a couple years ago. We're doing pretty good. We ranked up high in the company. We got a full-time income coming in off it, growing a big team. We got over 4,000 on our team. I'm not sure if this is something you'd be interested or not, but, would you be interested in taking a look if we showed you a way how to make money? And just kind of leave it at that. They say yes, no. If they say no, okay, thanks, no big deal. I'm not going to say, well, start begging them, and I don't care. It's you just go on. So number two is don't beg, chase, or bug people. Number three, this is one of my favorites, my all-time favorites, because this one is treat this like a business, not a scratch-off. So many people I see come into this business and they act like it's a lotto ticket. Like, okay, I'm going to grab my spot and I'm just going to kick back and I'm going to kind of wait and see how this turns out. If my upline gets a bunch of people underneath me and the downline it gets spillover, I may stick with this. Otherwise, I'm going to jump on to the next scratch off. So you really do need to treat this like a business, not a scratch off. That was number three. Number four, a good upline is a bonus, not a requirement. So I hear so many people, sometimes they'll drop out and they want to throw their upline under the bus. Okay, maybe you have a crappy upline. Maybe they dropped out. Maybe you signed up under your cousin and your cousin was all excited about it and bragging how great he's doing. And he's one of these MLM junkies, and 30 days later, he's out of that business. He's jumped onto the next shiny object. You don't know who the hell your upline is. Or you got one that's, a dictator or just being an ass to you, It doesn't matter. Just disconnect from them. Plug into somebody else, reach up to corporate, find out who is up above them in your upline or whatever, or do it on your own, or, a lot of us, A lot of us leaders here, we take people in. Like, I don't care if you're on our team or not. I look at it, if you're on CTFO, you're part of the team. So we train everybody. I don't care if you're on our team personally direct to us or not. Obviously, if you're coming in, I want you on our team. I do give a lot more one-on-one, but I welcome anybody. You know, I'm going to help anybody grow their business. It's not like, oh, I got this secret, I'm going to keep it from everybody. I put the information out there for everybody to use. So number 4, a good upline is a bonus, not a requirement. Number 5, how you do one thing is how you do everything. So you may think, you know, that something you're doing doesn't matter, but if you're kind of, you know, lackadaisical, you really don't give a crap on something, and you just kind of, you know, blow things off. It's like, well, I'm not going to recruit today, or you go like a week or 2 weeks or a month, 3 months without actually doing the business, or you throw a post out there every now and then. You know, it's like, oh, let me copy and paste stuff. You're a copy and paste person. You don't want to do anything more. It's probably not going to work for you. You really need to get actively involved. So again, number 5, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Number 6, it's a numbers game, sort of. You know, so you have to go out there and contact people. Like, we contact people every day. One of the ways to do it, if you don't like prospecting, I personally hate prospecting, but I do it. I absolutely hate prospecting. I'm more of a marketing person. That's why I do these videos every day. That's why I do a blog a week, because those videos and blogs are out there, and I get people coming to me instead of me having to reach out to other people. That's just the way I'm wired. I think most of us are wired that way. If you're one of those people that love approaching everybody, you know, you got a leg up on me. But, you know, you got to do something every day there. So it is a numbers game, sort of, and you got to bring people into you somehow. Number 7, it isn't what you say, it's how you say it. So you don't have to know everything. Really, all you have to do in this business is share your website with people. I mean, if you're just, say you came in on the free thing, you know, you don't have any money to spend, whatever, what you need to do is just simply share your website with people. It can be this simple. You can just say, maybe you do a post on Facebook. It's like, hey, how many people out there are taking CBD? And, you know, what brand are you using? You know, and you're going to get you'll be surprised. You will get probably 100 frickin' comments on your blog, and everybody's got their best CBD, whatever. Let that fill up, and then say, okay, how many of you have actually tried CBDA? See how many people are familiar with it. You know, use that as a curiosity post. And you don't want to come off like some expert or whatever and just say, hey, you know, how many of you have tried CBDA? If you haven't heard about it, here's a 3-minute video. Do me a favor, watch this 3-minute video. Give me your opinion on it. Simple as that. You know, and some people are going to be rude about it, whatever. They're going to say, oh, blah, 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 you know, what? Who cares? Some people are going to get it, and they're going to see this one about CBDA, and they're going to say, hey, how do I get this? How do I try this? And that's what you want to do, is open up a dialogue with those people. This is a huge one here. Number 8, use your product. Okay, and I'm just going to show you here. I didn't even plan this, but I've got just a few things here. All right. So here's my Super Gold 1000. I know everything's backwards in here. You know, so I use this every day. I've been using this. Actually, I started out with our regular full spectrum CBD, but once the Super 1000 came out, I've been using it. I've been using this stuff like over 2 years. Every single day. I do not miss a day. I got the roll-on here, the Super Gold roll-on. I love using this like on my joints and things like that. If I get some pain, this stuff knocks it out pretty quick. I use the multivitamins every day. Take 2 of these a day. This is what the 10X, all 3 of these products are 10X pure products, which means you get better absorption. Better absorption on the CBD and CBDA. This has CBDA and CBD in it. This one's cool because it works from the inside out. You take this internally, put it under your tongue sublingually. This one works from the outside in. You put it on your skin, it penetrates in. The two of them together are like magic, man. They are like super magic. So I use both of those together. This gives you the vitamins and gets it in there too. Better absorption. Now I don't have them here. I got them up in the cupboard in the kitchen, but I use the keto shake. I use the keto creamers. You know, there's a lot. Oh, I use the hair products, the shampoo, the conditioner. Those bottles last like months. I mean, it just takes a little bit of that stuff. I use the you know, for the hair growth thing, I put the after, you know, you put the little drops in, put that on my hair after I get out, after I towel dry it and stuff, put that on. So it really helps with the hair and everything. I use a lot of the products. I love the products, you know, so you have to be a product of the product. If you're trying to sell something and you haven't even tried it, well, how are you going to tell people about it? I mean, no, obviously somebody asked me about our you know, our eyebrow and lash thing. I don't know. I don't use that stuff. I mean, I don't know what to tell them on it. I'd probably get somebody else on the team to answer that. You know, one of the females on the team. You know, I'm not into really all the skincare stuff. I have used the apple stem cell. That stuff works great. Oh, and I just ordered. I ordered our sunscreen lotion with the CBD in it. I want to try that this summer. You know, it's getting warm out this weekend. It's going to be like 48 degrees here. The next few days, it's going to be up in the 40s, 50s here in Michigan. So spring's coming. I can't wait to get back out there to do the yard care. I want to use this sun protection stuff, you know, because I get sunburn out there. So I really want to try that. I'll probably get the aftercare too for the sun. I'm going to order that here also. And I'll go ahead and order that. In case I do get sunburned, I put that. I want to see how that works. So those are two products I haven't tried. They came out with it late last year, kind of, I think around the fall time. I'm like, yeah, I really don't need it. But with spring coming up, I'm getting pretty excited. I love to work out in the yard. So anyway, number 8 is use your product. Number 9, say less to more people. Sometimes we have a tendency to talk too much. And I did this a lot before. Like, you know, you meet somebody, really all you have to say to them, hey, you know, have you heard of CBD? Oh, yeah, I use it. Or no, I haven't used it. But say they use it. Say, well, have you heard of CBDA? No, what's that? Well, it can work up to 1,000 times better. You know, here's a 3-minute video. Here's a website. Watch a 3-minute video. Tell me what you think. That's all you need to say. Sometimes we want to sit there and we want to go into, well, you know, our products are organic and, you know, they're, you know, everything about the, you know, this doctor, you know, created the CBDA and how the 10x Pure works and how it strips the oily membrane off the molecule, gets more to the target area, and we're going in this whole scientific thing, and people are just glazing over, man. They're like, okay, yeah, I'll be sure to check that out. And they're trying to get away. Make it easy. Just say, hey, check this video out. Give them your website. Best way to do it, you can text it, especially if you have that mobile app thing. That mobile app thing is great. Say, hey, let me just go ahead and text this to you. What's your phone number? If you don't already have their phone number, send them that text. Now you got them on that. You can see when they're looking and track them and everything. It's a great way to follow up. So number 9, say less to more people. And the last one here, have 30-day goals. So like Ray mentioned here, he's like, prospect. You know, are you going to do 30 people in a month? That's really 1 a day. 2 a day would be 60. Are you going to prospect 4 a day for 120 a month? I recommend, if you're doing this part-time, do a minimum of 1 a day. Every single day, at least reach out to 1 person. You know, you think about it, 90 days, you've reached out to 90 people. Study 10 minutes a day on recruiting is what he talks about. Just get on the internet, read a book. 10 minutes a day. It's not that big of a deal. If you want to do more, obviously do more, but that's the bare minimum. He says 4 date nights with your significant other. This is very important. Like Karen and I, we went out today. We went out to, we had lunch, dinner, I guess, over at Zeff's here in Bay City. You know, and I tried the Italian steak sandwich. A lot of times I get the Greek salad. I like it because They mix the Greek dressing. He blends it up with the beets. I really love that stuff, but I just felt in the mood to try something different today. But, you know, go out, spend some time with your significant other. You got to make time for that. You can't just be all work and no play. So make sure you got, you know, 4 date nights during the month there. And then he says create 20 videos. That's one example. Like me personally, I create 1 video a day. That's my minimum. So every day I do a video, and then once a week I do a blog. That's my goals. So just real quick there, I'll go ahead and, you know, put these out here too. But that's all I wanted to cover today, just to kind of give you some ideas what to do to go out there and prospect. And again, I really gotta hit back to a couple of these, like number 3, treat this like a business, not a scratch off. That has got to be one of my favorites, because I just see people that do not take this serious, and they act like it's a damn lotto ticket. Go buy yourself a lotto ticket if you want, but treat this like a business. This will be your plan A, you know, or maybe your lotto ticket's plan A, but this is your plan B. You know, when you don't hit that multi-million-dollar jackpot there. Even if I did, I'd still do this business. Why? Because I love it and I'm passionate about it. And so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put these on the site too after I get the video done. So I'm going to cut it here and talk to you tomorrow.